Hey everyone, so this is going to be my top 10 2016 Marvel Legends. And these are based off of the traditional waves. I did not include any Build-A-Figures or exclusives. This is just the normal released waves for throughout the year. So we'll go and get into the number 10 spot. Alright guys, so my number 10 pick is Morbius. I was actually really excited for this figure when he came out. Just because the only one we had was the Spider-Man Classics with the rubber face that melted. And then when I saw him, I'm like, oh, he looks so cool. Even though he's kind of skinny, I just thought this was a great looking Morbius. I mean, it's only the second one we've had, and I think it's just anytime a figure gets outdoes another figure that we currently have, like a better update, I'm always gonna like it, and it's always gonna kind of be a figure I hang on, I enjoy in my collection throughout the year. So definitely that's my main reason with Morbius. Also, he's nice and posable. There's no gimmick. He's got the interchangeable cape, so you can have him kind of flying if you want to put him in a flying pose, or how I have him where he's just kind of standing. Kind of gives you those variations. I like the way the flesh looks, the paint applications on the flesh to give it that bluish kind of grimy look of a vampire. I love the head sculpt. I think it looks awesome. So overall, I mean, to me, the figure looks really cool. I feel like it's one of those underrated figures, kind of forgotten. But so he's my number 10. All right, so we'll get on to number 9. All right, guys, my number 9 pick is the Ultimate Spider-Man, or the Peter Parker Spider-Man. I just really like the new younger body mold, and I don't know, this Spider-Man is so much fun. He comes with all those interchangeable hands, along with the Peter Parker head. Excuse me. Really sorry about that. Did not mean to cough that loud. Anyway, he just comes with so much like little accessories, and I like that he's younger, so you get kind of that teenage, Spider-Man. To me, currently, actually, I somewhat like him more than the Pizza Spider-Man. Even though the Pizza Spider-Man is awesome, but I just really like the sculpt of his big eyes on the Ultimate Spider-Man, or Peter Parker Spider-Man. I just think the paint applications turn out pretty good. Even though on mine right here on his ball joint in the shoulder there, you can kind of see some of the red showing through the blue, but usually his arms are kind of down, so I don't really see that. I just saw it just now. But overall, I think it's just a clean look. I like that classic, fatter spider on the back. But what did it for me was the Peter Parker head. I hope one day we get like a classic comic Peter Parker figure. I think that would be just awesome. But that's my number 10 spot. I just think he's a fun figure. Nice, kind of a classic looking Spider-Man to me, but the younger look, I just really like him. Alright, so we'll get into number 8. Alright guys, so my number 8 choice is Venom. I really like this Venom figure, even though he's pretty plain, and he's just basically a black figure with the white. I love the interchangeable head with the tongue out, the interchangeable hands, so you have like the fisted hands, and then the open kind of clawing looking hands. I bought in 2 of these figures, so I have kind of both display options. I have this one kind of set into my kind of random figure selection to have all the comparisons, and I have the one with the tongue hanging out and his hands all opened up on my Spider-Man display. Just a cool figure, and I like how both interchangeable heads are completely different, where this one's kind of got that creepy smile with all the serrated teeth. The other one's completely wild looking with that green slime hanging off the tongue. It's just a very cool Venom figure. I like how tall he is. Just kind of, he outdid the Sinister Six Venom, which to me is that more calmer. He's not super, massive big, even though I love that Spider-Man Classics Venom that's huge and bulked out. But if you want to go for a more like subtle Venom, I guess I don't know how to explain it, but more, I don't know, I guess a classic Venom that's kind of not crazy big. I think this guy is perfect. I just think he looks really cool. Comes with good accessories. The paint came out good on him. Just a cool Venom, and I've always liked Venom. So that is my number 8 pick. And we'll go ahead and get into number 7. Alright guys, my number 7 pick is the Nick Fury, or Shield Agent, whichever you want to call it. I'm always a fan of army builders. So I was extremely excited to see when I saw that we were getting Shield Agents. Just because the 2-pack Shield Agents were so expensive, and they've come down a little bit since this one came out. but they were still around, you know, $50 to $40 a piece, and I was just like, there's no way I'm gonna ever have a shield army, and there's just not gonna happen. Until I saw this guy, I was like, oh, thank God. So hopefully one day we get I was kind of rambling on the side, a hand ninja. A new hand ninja would be awesome. But I like this figure quite a bit. I like how he has 3 different heads, so you can, you know, if you don't have a Nick Fury yet, now you have one. I forgot the other guy's name, but you have that other character to put into it, and then the classic, you know, not classic, but you got the nice shield agent with this cool looking helmet. I just think that looks really cool. He's holding the Punisher machine gun from Series 4, but he does come with the handgun. Otherwise, I mean, he's got a good amount of paint detailing to me. He's got the nice little wash over all the belts, and he's got the nice little shield logo on each shoulder. I think that looks really cool. And at first I was kind of bummed because these guys were kind of hard to find for a while. And then all of a sudden they had them on Walmart.com for a little while, for quite a bit actually, for like $10 each, and you can do free shipping to the store. So I ended up picking up a lot more than I probably needed. But that's my number 6 spot right there. Is definitely the shield, or number 7, sorry, is the shield agent. And then we'll go ahead and get into number 6. Alright guys, so my number 6 spot is the Hobgoblin. I've really enjoyed this figure. He's definitely replaced my Spider-Man Classics Hobgoblin. Even though I feel that the Spider-Man Classics Hobgoblin has a better face sculpt, it looks more of a classic Hobgoblin to me that I'm used to seeing. But I feel this one just is so much I want to say well made, because the cape's not super heavy to where it wears out the ball joints or hip joints area for the legs compared to the Spider-Man Classics one. Mine's become completely loose. This one also comes with an interchangeable head. It has a pumpkin bomb that you can have in his hand or off his hand, which is really cool. Definitely the glider is better on the Spider-Man Classics, but overall this figure just looks really good to me. I love the sculpt on it. The colors popped nice. It's got nice black wash over his face and his, you know, tattered looking cape. I mean, Hasbro definitely has come a long ways, and this Hobgoblin figure just looks great, and I cannot wait to get to the Green Goblin to do a comparison with these guys. But I just really enjoyed this Hobgoblin figure. I just think it fits in perfect with my Spider-Man. And again, like I said, anytime I feel like I get an updated version of a past figure, I'm always going to be like, okay, cool, they're, you know, moving forward. And kind of, even though you feel like you're buying the same character, it's nice to get replacements when you feel like they're better. So I definitely really do like this figure more than the Spider-Man Classics one. Now I'll go ahead and go on to number 5. Alright guys, so my number 5 choice is Iron Fist. I love this figure. This figure is so much fun to pose around. It's got great articulation, nice classic look. The accessories are awesome. By far the best Iron Fist that we've gotten to date, to me at least. I love the head sculpt. The paint applications look nice and clean. I love the dragon right there on his chest. But again, the flame effects of the punching looks great. I love how when you take it off, you have a translucent hand that looks just sick to me. I really like that. And then also you got those wrapped hands that look awesome too. I mean, the paint applications, they look like almost like an Underground Street Fighter, you know, like wrapped hands. They look really good. I mean, just overall, it's just a great figure. And I can't wait for that show to come on, but by far, this is, you know, definitely it was tough. These last 5 figures are tough. It was hard to pick where to put them, but Iron Fist definitely up there. He's a great figure, definitely worth picking up. Now we'll go ahead and go on to number 4. Alright guys, my number 4 pick is Deadpool. This figure is a lot of fun also. Just, sorry about that, my throat is just acting up and I'm coughing like crazy, so anyway, yeah, Deadpool, number 4. I just think this is a great Deadpool figure, especially if you were able to find him at retail. He's been popping up every now and then on Walmart and Amazon for retail also. But I really do think Hasbro did so much better than the 2-pack version. And in some ways, I do think he is better than the Series 6. Series 6 is very nostalgic first Deadpool, you know, highly articulated figure we've gotten. But the joints, the ball, you know, like the huge ball joints in the shoulders and in the upper legs, they look outdated now. Where, you know, now the new figure, it just fits flesh. So I just really like this new Deadpool. I think the maskless head looks great. I love all the weapons he comes with: the two handguns, the knife, the machine gun, the little grenade launcher, along with the rocket launcher or punching, you know, boxing glove launcher, whatever you want to call it, and the little taco. I mean, it's a cool figure. It comes with a lot. The sculpt is nice. Some of the paint applications got a little shoddy on some of them. This one turned out pretty decent. But it's just a really nice Deadpool figure. I'm fairly impressed, and it's one of my favorite. But we'll go ahead and get into number 3. Alright guys, so my number 3 choice is Rogue. This figure, you know, we've been dying for this figure for so long. You know, all we had that was close to the Jim Lee looking Rogue was that box set one, which is ugly. You know, it was just awful. But we loved it because it was the only one we had in this suit. So when this figure came out, I mean, so exciting. Everyone was kind of scared that it was going to be kind of hard to find. I was too. But it's just such a nice looking figure. I love everything about this figure. I think it looks, you know, dead on perfect for the the classic Rogue that, you know, I watched on TV on the cartoon in the 90s. The jacket looks awesome. I love how you can have the gloveless hand, so you can have her, you know, if you want to pose her, having touching, you know, to absorb some other mutants' powers, you can. It's really cool. I mean, there's nothing really bad about this figure at all, to me, at least. I mean, if I want to be nitpicky, I don't like how these green things along here on the top of the boot, they can slide up and down. That bothers me. But I pushed them up pretty good to where they don't really move now. But that is really my only little gripe. The paint came out pretty good. There's one little blotch of yellow showing through on this leg. The eyes are looking straight on. I think the hair looks really cool. I like the bandana. I mean, it's a great figure. I definitely feel like it's been also forgotten. But there you go. That's my number 3, Rogue. We'll go ahead and get into number 2. Alright guys, so my second favorite, I'm sure it's along with a lot of people's, either first or second also, Wolverine. This brown suit Wolverine is awesome. I don't know, this is definitely my favorite Wolverine. It has passed Series 6. Series 6 has always been my longtime favorite, but I just have a lot more fun posing this one. I like the way he looks. He's short. The interchangeable hands, so you can have claws out, claws in. Very cool. Really, the only thing he was pretty much missing is an interchangeable head, if you wanted that. But I mean, he looks awesome. I think they nailed it. I really hope one day we get the yellow suit with this body mold. I think that would be just sweet. Fingers crossed. But I absolutely love this Wolverine. The overall, like I said, the overall look, the head sculpt. It's just fun. It's a great figure. If you haven't picked it up, definitely pick it up. It's my favorite Wolverine. Alright, we'll get to the final, my number 1 of 2016 next. Alright guys, so you guys are probably shocked, but this figure, when I saw this at Comic-Con 2015, about Taskmaster coming out, I was so excited. That figure I was probably most excited for of when I saw it at Comic-Con. I love it. I always thought he was a neat villain, you know, being able to copy other people's moves just by seeing them. I just thought that was pretty cool. I don't know. And I've always liked the Toy Biz one, but the way this one turned out to me, I really like the kind of updated look with the more armor. He's got the sword, less accessories. I do wish he came with more. But he's got 2 different interchangeable heads. Got like the Udon look, so you can actually buy 2 versions and feel like you got 2 figures. That was my idea. So I do have 2 Taskmasters with, you know, displaying each of the different head sculpts. I like the shield. I think the shield turned out nice. I do wish it was a little bigger. But overall, I really like, particularly the way I have him right here. I think that head sculpt is mean looking. It just looks really cool. It's one figure that I always stare at, you know, when I kind of go over my collection. You kind of look around, you know, at your collection and stuff. You always kind of focus on certain figures. He's one I always will look at. I usually will take him down and kind of, you know, just check him out. I just think he's Cool figure. He's definitely not everyone's favorite. Definitely not. I would say. I don't think it's probably not on many people's top 10 of 2016, let alone their first choice. But yeah, I mean, he's replaced my Toy Biz Taskmaster. Um, I don't know. He's really cool to me. I really enjoy this figure. But there you go, guys. That's my 2016 top 10. I'm sure the first, my number one choice is probably wasn't expected. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely leave a comment. Let me know your guys' top 10. I am curious to see other people's choices for their top 10s. And you can include Build-A-Figures. Whatever you want. Your top 10 Marvel Legends of all of them. If you want me to do I can do like a top 5 maybe Build-A-Figures of 2016 if you want me to. If not, no biggie. But there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you watched to the end, that's awesome. But definitely leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't. Alright, thanks guys. Take care. Have a great night.